Go. All right. Go ahead and get things underway here, as believe it or not, we roll into week 8 of the UFL season. Aviators getting ready to travel down to the Birmingham Stallions. And in case you're wondering, no, Ted Ginn Jr. and AJ McCarron did not go head to head. Ohio State and Alabama did not happen all those years. So this will be the first, I believe, Coach, this will be the first matchup between the two of you, right?
For sure.
All right, let's get to the questions again. If you have one, feel free, raise the hand in the box, and I'll call on you. James Larson over at PFN. Go ahead and kick it off, please.
Hey, Coach. Really appreciate you taking the time with us today. Over the course of your NFL career, you had the chance to play with some of the greats at quarterback, Drew Brees, Cam Newton, to name a couple. What are some of the traits that you see in Dorian Thompson-Robinson that you really need to watch out for this week? And what's kind of your evaluation of him as a quarterback?
Well, you got to keep him in the pocket. Got to keep him in the pocket. You got to push the pocket on him. You can't let him just sit back and create like he like to do. If you've seen the game from last week, in that overtime, he took it over by himself, with throwing the ball and running the ball. So you see the attributes that he have. You see the pro style that he has. So you just got to go in and treat him, just like a scrambling quarterback, which he is. But then he can sit there and he could dash you too. So he's a pretty good quarterback. Just got to keep him in the pocket.
We'll slide on down the line. Dave Holmes, go right ahead, please.
Ted, if you could just speak to the importance of this game for the standings wise, because you kind of have 3 teams that have separated themselves, and then you guys are battling with teams like this. I would think this one kind of feels like an essential one for you guys.
I mean, I think from this point on, you're in playoff football. No matter what your record look like, everybody is in. Everybody's fighting for the 4th spot. So we just got to go out and control our destiny. And then I mean, just playing good on offense, defense, and special teams. And just relying on our keys and making sure that we execute the right way.
Next, Keon Sports. Go ahead, Vince.
We saw a little bit of Morton in a small package there, but a few times, and he was effective. Coach, should we expect to see more of Jalen Morton in certain packages this week or throughout the rest of the season? Is that something that you feel could be a real attribute?
He's a great quarterback. Going down the line, we've been trying to get him in spurtedly in different ways and different packages. And as we go into this game, with him having that amazing run, he deserves to be able to get a couple more shots under the center. And you should see a little bit more of him. And we're just gonna, just attack the way that we've been attacking. But with him having that spurt like he had, it give us more identity, give us more ways to, be a threat.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Up next over at Just Sports, Paul, go right ahead, please.
Thank you. Coach, how you doing? Hope all is well.
I'm great.
Kiki and Tay have been a reliable 1-2 punch for you. You with Birmingham secondary coming off a high-stake overtime win, what have you seen on film that makes you think you can exploit their deep coverage?
Well, man, just got to go out and run our plays. Rely on the one-on-one matchups that we get from time to time. They play a good zone defense. On the blitz off is pretty good. So just seeing where they're coming from and making sure that we can, block it up, and then making sure that just complete our passes. These teams that we have been facing, for the last 8 weeks. There's nothing that's really like stand out that's different. It's just really executing.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck to you this weekend.
Thank you.
All right, Mean Gene, you're up next, brother.
Hey, what's up, Coach?
What's going on, Gene?
Yep. Coach, despite the record in the standings, because you guys still got a solid shot to try to make that 4th slot, how have you seen the team's culture change or strengthen so far in the season?
Well, we always had our head forward, paying attention to details, trying to come out and practice a certain type of way. and just continue just to hound in on the little things. You know what I'm saying? I think the little things make the big picture go. You know, a couple weeks we had no sacks, no turnovers. That's always a big thing. But, last week we came out and we started off on the 3, and just trying to eliminate our self-inflicted wounds.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
All right, we'll keep it rolling. Nate, go right ahead, sir.
Hey, thank you, Coach. Good to see you. I hope all is well. In facing Dorian Thompson-Robinson this week, you have a guy on the other side of the line in Tony Fields that was on the same roster as him back in Cleveland. Does that help out your defense at all? Has he been any more vocal in practice? Already a leader on the defense.
Tony always been a leader since he stepped in this squad. With them having a little bit of background on him, of course, that's going to help us out. But everybody we got to play. We got to do our 111. Everybody got to be on the same page. Tony could give us everything, but if we're not doing what we're supposed to do at the times that we're supposed to do it, then we all are in trouble. Like I said before, he has a great IQ of the game. He played at my Cleveland Browns, and we always gonna see the best of him, so we just have to be we got to be prepared. Both sides of the ball, offense got to play to eliminate him off the field, and defense got to be able to control him while they're on the field.
We'll get to follow-up questions here in just a moment, but from the chat, James is asking, Coach, you mentioned that special teams execution has been a hurdle from field position to missed points. With the margin for error so thin in Birmingham, what has been your message so that the unit this week to turn those missed chances into a spark for the team?
We got to just do our 111. As long as we do our 111, and we execute, we have a new kicker now. He's coming in and watch him in practice. He's been great. My return team, I've been on their butts, especially my returners when you get to the sideline or something like that, it's an opportunity for that ball to go out of bounds, let it. It's not like the NFL where, if it hit and go into the end zone, we get it on the 25. If it hit and go out of bounds, we get it on the 40. So we have to just play. We have to play the game. We have to understand the rules of what's going on, especially in the return game.
So I believe that move will be official at the end of today. If people are wondering, Jonah Dalmas, I believe, Coach, is that the new kicker that's been signed?
Yes.
Yes. So Jonah Dalmas, who again has an extensive resume, so he'll be in again. I look for that to be official today. Any follow-up questions for Coach? See, I thought I saw a thumb. Dave, you good?
James got one.
James has one. There you go. All right, James, go right ahead.
Yeah, Coach, appreciate it. Defensively, we've had some highs and some lows from that unit this season. I know you've been banged up, especially in that secondary. What's kind of your expectations for this unit as we close out the season in some must-win games?
Just got to keep everything in front of us. We got to trust our keys. We got to trust the call. We got to see what's going on within the call. We got to see what's going on within the play to make sure that we're doing the right things to be able to stop the guys, So just paying attention to detail is always the attribute in this game, especially on defense.
All right, Paul, we'll go back to you for a follow-up as well, please.
Well, and with this one here, Coach, the defense, of course, which you just talked about, but they showed flashes of brilliance, but struggled in key third down situations. What was the focus in the film room this week to ensure that the Stallions don't extend those drives?
Well, you got to get off the field as on third down. That's just not an okay situation. That's a must. So just really hounding in and seeing what they do good, especially on short, medium, and long. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that our defense call the right plays, and now you just got to go out and execute. I think execution is everything.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Okay. Everybody else good, or any other follow-ups?
Good.
All right. Looks like everybody is good. Coach, thank you. Appreciate the questions from everybody. Heads up, we will have Jalen McClendon available tomorrow. I'll be sending out notice for that a little later. And again, that roster move should be official later today, so you can keep an eye out for that. So appreciate it. And please reach out if you've got any other questions. Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
Brian?
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Brian. Good to see everyone.
Thank you.
Yep.
Have a good day.